Can we be real for a second? I used to drink this stuff every single morning. I thought I was being healthy. I thought, hey, it's not coffee, it's not soda. I'm basically a wellness god. I was wrong. Look, I hate being the everything is toxic person. It's exhausting. You're just trying to get through the day. But when I saw the lab reports from McGill University and the 2025 pesticide investigations, I couldn't unsee it. We are talking about tea bags that are basically plastic bottles in disguise. We're talking about detox teas that are just glorified laxatives. And we are talking about pesticide levels in your average grocery store tea that would make an organic farmer faint. Today, we are walking through the dirty dozen, the 12 brands you need to stop buying. But more importantly, I'm going to show you a science experiment you can do on your stove right now to test if you're drinking plastic, and I'll share the brands that aren't trying to poison you. Let's get into it. If you want to support this channel, subscribe and ring the bell. All right, first up, the gas station teas. You know these. You're on a road trip, you're thirsty, you grab one. This brings back memories, right? 99 cents. But here's the deal. This isn't tea. It's sugar water with a spray tan. A single tall boy of Arizona green tea has about 50 grams of sugar. That's insane. You're basically drinking a melted candy bar. Same with Snapple. They love to put "made from the best stuff on earth" on the cap. Is high fructose corn syrup the best stuff on earth? I don't think so. While they've removed HFCS from some lines, check the label. If sugar is the second ingredient, put it back. But this one makes me mad. Pure Leaf. It looks so wholesome, right? Real brewed tea. If you grab the sweet tea version, you are downing 42 grams of added sugar. That is an insulin spike that will leave you crashing 2 hours later. If you have to buy this, please, I beg you, buy the unsweetened one. It's the only safe bet in the cooler. Okay, let's move to hot tea. You know these bags. They come in the expensive boxes. They feel silky. They look premium. Brands like Mighty Leaf and some of Trader Joe's fancy lines use these. They call it silken, but silk is expensive. This is usually nylon or PET plastic. When you pour boiling water on plastic, it breaks down. That McGill University study found 11.6 billion microplastics in a single cup. Think about that. 11 billion. You are drinking a credit card's worth of plastic every few weeks. But, I hear you ask, how do I know if my tea bag is plastic? Because sometimes, paper bags have plastic woven into them to keep them sealed. Here is a test you can do at home. It's called the burn test. Please be careful and do this over a sink. Take a dried, empty tea bag and light the edge. If it's paper, it will burn to ash and smell like a campfire. It crumbles away. If it's plastic or silken, it won't turn to ash. It will melt. It will shrivel up into a hard black bead and smell like burning chemicals. I did this with a biodegradable PLA bag the other day. It melted. And that brings me to the PLA lie. Many brands say they use PLA, cornstarch plastic. They say it's compostable. But a 2024 study from the University of Bath found that PLA tea bags often don't break down in backyard soil. They killed earthworms in the study. If it kills worms in the dirt, do you want to steep it in your morning mug? Just avoid the mesh. If it doesn't tear like paper, don't drink it. Then we have the office staples. Bigelow and Stash make some decent plain teas, but their flavored lines? Natural flavors often contain soy lecithin and corn derivatives that are heavily processed. If the tea tastes like a birthday cake, it's probably engineered in a lab. The big boss, Lipton. Look, This is the tea you get at a diner. It's not going to kill you instantly, but independent testing has repeatedly found pesticide cocktails on these leaves. They source from massive industrial farms where volume is king. You are drinking the runoff. Now, here is something most people don't know: pesticide drift. Even if a tea is labeled organic, if that farm is right next door to a massive conventional farm spraying aerial pesticides, the wind carries those chemicals over. This is called the organic loophole. The tea farm didn't spray it, but the leaves caught it. This is why certified organic is the minimum standard, not the gold standard. The best brands, which we'll get to in a minute, actually test the finished product for residue to make sure this didn't happen. Most cheap grocery store brands do not do this. This is the one that really grinds my gears. Skinny tea. Detox tea. Influencers push this stuff. But look at the back. See the word senna? That is a laxative. You aren't detoxing, you're pooping. That's it. And abusing laxatives can mess up your electrolytes and your heart. Stop buying this. And finally, cheap, generic green tea. Green tea is a bioaccumulator. It sucks up everything from the soil. If that soil has lead, arsenic, or cadmium from industrial pollution, it's in the leaf. Cheap tea doesn't test for this. High-quality tea does. Before I show you the brands I buy, we have to talk about the invisible ingredient: the water. Most of us were taught to boil the kettle until it screams, and then dump that scorching water right onto the tea bag. If you are doing this, you are making two massive mistakes. Remember that McGill study on microplastics? They found that the hotter the water, the more the plastic broke down. If you are stuck at an office and you have to drink a tea bag that might be plastic, do not use boiling water. Let it cool down for 5 minutes. 100 degrees Celsius water, 212 Fahrenheit, acts like a solvent. It strips pesticides and plastic out of the bag much faster than 80-degree water. Lowering the temp is your first line of defense. If you think green tea tastes bitter or grassy, it's because you burned it. Green tea and white tea are delicate. If you hit them with boiling water, you scald the leaves. This releases tannins, which taste bitter and can actually make you feel nauseous on an empty stomach. You want to brew green tea at about 175 degrees, 80 Celsius. When you do this, it tastes sweet. It tastes smooth. And chemically, you preserve the catechins, the healthy antioxidants, instead of destroying them with heat shock. Finally, stop using straight tap water. Tap water is treated with chlorine to kill bacteria. That's good for safety, but chlorine is a chemical oxidizer. When it hits organic tea leaves, it reacts with the antioxidants you're trying to drink. Essentially, the chlorine cancels out the health benefits of the tea. Always use filtered water. A simple carbon filter, like a Brita or a fridge filter, removes the chlorine and the bad taste. So, filter your water, lower the temperature, and save your stomach. Okay, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk about the good stuff. These are the brands I actually have in my pantry right now. I've checked their sourcing, their bag materials, and their testing. If you are at Whole Foods or Kroger, grab Numi. They are organic, they use real ingredients, and most importantly, they use hemp-based bags, no plastic. Flavor check. If you get their aged Earl Grey, you will notice it tastes different than Twinings. That's because they use real Italian bergamot fruit, not bergamot flavoring. It's bright, citrusy, and doesn't taste like perfume. It's the real deal. This is a new favorite of mine, Buddha teas. You can find them on Amazon or Sprouts. Their bags are unbleached. You see how they aren't bright white? That's good. No bleach means no dioxins. Flavor check. Their turmeric ginger is incredible. It's spicy and warming, but because they don't use flavor granules, It doesn't leave that weird sugary coating in your mouth. If you have a sore throat or a tummy ache, traditional medicinals. These guys are basically pharmacists who love plants. It's medicinal grade. Their throat coat or peppermint is the industry standard. No plastic, strictly tested. Now, if you want to be a legend, check out arbor teas. They are smaller, you mostly buy them online. But check this out. Their packaging is backyard compostable. Not industrial facility compostable. Actual throw it in your garden compostable. They use a cellulose film that actually breaks down. It's the cleanest packaging on the market. And if you want to be fancy and avoid bags entirely, Peak. It's tea crystals. Triple toxin screened for pesticides, heavy metals, and mold. Expensive? Yes. But if you're a biohacker, this is your jam. Here is the bottom line. You don't have to be perfect. If you're at grandma's house and she offers you a Lipton, drink the Lipton. It's fine. But for the tea you drink every single day, treat your body better. Spend the extra $2. It's worth it. I've linked the good brands down below so you don't have to hunt for them. Go check your pantry right now. Do the burn test if you're brave. And tell me in the comments what you found. Was it plastic? Let me know. Stay healthy, stay hydrated. I'll see you in the next one.